Hani, the hotel manager from Hawaii. Aloha kakahayaka, Hani. Another beautiful day on the island. Good morning, Dad. The breeze is refreshing, and the sun looks beautiful this morning, just like every morning. It is the tourist season, son, so we are expecting a lot of visitors to our hotel. Maybe you can help this weekend. Sure, Dad. What do we have? There are 2 planned weddings, one on Saturday evening and another on Sunday evening. They will happen in the hotel backyard. Rooms 112 and 523 need maintenance. I called the contractor for that. The gardeners are working on updating the grounds, flowers, and shrubs. I need to send an order to our food supplies vendor. We need to prepare for the weddings and the guests. We have many guests coming in also this weekend, some with kids, some newlyweds, and others on business trips. You are so busy, Dad. Do you do all that by yourself? I do some of the work by myself, however I have help. Kainalu and Makani are my 2 manager assistants who help me coordinate a lot of what is going on. What do you do in the office, Dad? I try to make sure everything is running smoothly, son. Working with so many parties and people is difficult and time-consuming, but very rewarding. I also make sure we are making money. How do you make sure we are making money, Dad? By looking at our revenue, or the money coming in, and our expenses, or the money going out. If more money is coming in than is going out, then we are making profit, or making money, otherwise, we are losing money, and we don't want that. Where does the money come from, Dad? From our guests, son. They are the essence of our business. We have to make sure our guests are happy, satisfied, and enjoying their time, so they spend more time here, come back to visit us again, and tell their friends and family about the great time they enjoyed here. Our business is called the hospitality business. The more satisfied guests we have, the more money we make, which means we can keep the hotel open for business. You said something about money going out, Dad. Where does the money go? To pay all the bills and taxes, son. We employ a lot of people, like the housekeepers, my assistants, the maintenance crew, and the groundskeepers. We pay utilities, like electricity and water. We also pay for the food vendors. We must make sure the furniture is comfortable and clean for the guests, so we change the old mattresses and choose comfortable ones. Also, we need to tell the world that we have great service here, so we advertise. There are a lot of expenses, son. So, are we making money, Dad? We are doing okay, son. As Hani and his dad were talking, guests were arriving. Some had few bags, and some had many luggage cases. Porters were helping move luggage from cars and buses into the hotel. Aloha, welcome to Hotel Hiapo, Dad said. Then he put a lei, a famous Hawaiian flower necklace, around each guest's neck. Guests were excited to wear the necklace and felt they were part of the culture already. Some guests wanted to go to the beach to try surfing and do some swimming in front of the hotel. Suddenly, Hani saw someone he thought he knew. It was Laura. She was here 2 years ago on a vacation with her family, and she met Hani in the hotel. Laura, is that you? Oh my God, Hani! Aloha. How are you? Been a long time. It has been a long time. I am good. How about you, Laura? I am doing great, thank you. I am in 4th grade now. How about you, Hani? Same here. I am helping my dad this weekend. We have a lot of things to do. Are you on vacation with your family? We are attending Aunt Gemma's wedding this Saturday. It will happen here at your hotel. Great. Want to look around the hotel? Many things have changed since you were here. Sure, let me ask my mom. Laura asked her mom if she could go with Hani, who wanted to show her around the hotel. Laura's mom agreed but asked her to be back in the lobby by noon. Hani and Laura walked together, and Hani pointed out the new section of the hotel that was recently added. They went to the playground and spent some time on the swings. Hani's dog, Hao, suddenly showed up in the playground. Hani called Hao over, but Hao ran in the thick forest behind the hotel. Hani followed Hao and Laura followed Hani. They called Hao and could hear him from a distance, but Hao would not come back. They kept running after him until they were tired. When Hani looked back, he noticed he was off the trail. He called Laura and could not hear her. Hani was worried he could not go back, and he cannot find Laura or Hal. It was still morning and Hani could go around and try to find his way back, but he was afraid he would get even more lost, so he decided to wait. Few hours passed and he started feeling hungry, thirsty, and tired. Hani was not a stranger to the woods and the forest. He went many times with his dad and camped out together, but he never went alone. Hani decided to wait for help, hoping someone will find him and guide him back to the hotel. He looked around and found many of his favorite fruit trees. There were papayas, mangoes, guava, passion fruit, and many others. Hani picked a mango and peeled it with his teeth. It was juicy and delicious, but one was not enough, so he picked another one. He was full, but thirsty. He started walking around when he heard water running close by. It was a small stream. Hani drank from the water and quenched his thirst. It was getting dark and still no one came to find him. Suddenly, Hani heard a bark. It was Hal. He was so happy to see him. Hal was wagging his tail and looked very excited to see Hani. Hal started walking with Hani back to the hotel, when Hani started hearing someone calling his name. She was a park ranger who was looking for Hani all afternoon. They all went back to the hotel. Hani's mom and dad were very worried about him, but they were very happy to see him. "Where did you go, son?" "I was with Laura, Dad. We went to the playground, then Hal ran in front of us and right into the forest. I followed him and I think Laura followed me." "Where is she?" "She is okay, son. She came back and told us that you went to the forest looking for Hal. We thought you knew your way around, but when you didn't come back soon, we called for help. Glad you are okay, son. Please be careful next time. Did you eat anything?" "Yes, Dad, I had some mangoes and drank water from the stream. Let's go inside and get you something to eat." Hani had a good dinner and was very tired from the long day. He went to sleep early that night. Next morning, he met Laura in the lobby. "Hani, are you okay?" asked Laura. "Aloha, Laura. I am fine, thank you. Hope you were not too worried about me." "We all were worried about you, Hani. Please be careful next time." "I will, thank you, Laura." "Did you have breakfast yet?" "Yes, we did, and we are preparing for Aunt Gemma's wedding." "Let's go to the hotel backyard where the wedding will happen," said Hani. They went to check things out. The lights were arranged around the seats and above the backyard so people could see their way in the evening when the wedding took place. The evening came and the wedding started. After the bride and groom said their vows and wanted to dance, the lights went out everywhere. Some people took their phones out and used them as flashlights. However, Hani's dad had a backup plan in case of an emergency. There were tiki torches all around the backyard, so some hotel servers went around and lit the tikis on. The view was even nicer than when electricity was on. After half an hour, power came back, but the guests asked that the lights stay off so they could enjoy the evening under the tiki lights. Hani and Laura hung around all evening and played games together. Sounds of laughter filled the air, and the food was delicious. That evening, Hani had a dream. In the morning, Hani woke his dad up to tell him about his dream. "Aloha, Dad." "Aloha, son. You are up early this morning." "Yeah, Dad. I had a dream last night." "Oh, what was it about, son?" "I was a hotel owner, Dad. I had this big hotel and there were a lot of people around, some arriving and some leaving. I was putting lay-around guests' necks, welcoming them to the hotel. I was so busy, Dad." "Sounds like what I do every day, son. What else did you see?" "I was talking to the housekeepers to prepare the rooms for the arriving guests, made sure the floors and the grounds are clean and tidy, and the funny thing is Laura was helping me all the time." "Seems you had a lot of fun playing with Laura in the playground." "I did, Dad. She has to leave with her family today since the wedding is over." "Well, go and say goodbye, son. Hope her family can get the chance to visit again." "Laura, it was so nice to see you again. Please visit us soon. I hope we can come back next year." Everybody loved the party in the place. "Uncle Harry is getting married next year, so he might hold the wedding here. That will be great. We will get the chance to meet again." Have a safe trip, Laura. Bye. Bye, Hani.